Hello everyone, my name is Crow, and this is All the Mods 9 to the Sky. This is episode 15. If you remember, last episode, we set up kind of the skeleton for this phytogenic insulator farm, and I've had it running for not that long. I put a couple of kind of my most used or um, expected to be used, I guess, mystical agriculture seeds in here, and they're just kind of chugging along. Um, you can see over here that I have my interfaces set up with some water and some phytogrow, and the insulators are going to pull from the one whatever is adjacent to them. That's also where they get their they have an induction card, and so that's where they're also getting their power from. I do need to add a crafting card into all the interfaces just to make sure that they can craft the phytogrow. Um, let's see. Yeah, this one has a crafting card, so does that one. However, one roadblock that I kind of ran into was I had all of these essences being pulled into my mystical agriculture system down here, and the way that I was doing that was through down here. I had all these drawers linked down to this drawer controller. So you can see I have quite a few things in there. And this storage lectern, which was linked down there, was kind of doing the job of pulling everything out. However, these insulators are too fast. The storage lectern can pull only a stack of items every, once it kind of gets warmed up and pulling, then it can only pull a stack of any given item at a time. And what was happening was it was pulling, it would start working on one thing, and then the insulators would craft, three essences, and then this would pull that three essence, and then it wouldn't, because there was only three of that one essence on there, it wouldn't get around to going through everything else. So I ended up with, over 1,000 of some things, and it was able to keep up on. We could see that it was doing okay on the uraninite, but wasn't able to even touch the Certus quartz with appetite. So what I need to do is I want to use integrated dynamics for this. So I need item X. And for integrated dynamics, really, really easy to use. The only thing is you just have to remember that the way that these work, right? So this is the item. Oh, looks like this was a little too fast. This is the item interface. So this logic cable sees this as what's inside it because it has an interface on it. And so if we want to export out of this thing into the lectern, we could use if we wanted to use the item importer, then these would have to be reversed. This would have to be the import, and it would import whatever is in this storage system into here. So you just have to kind of make sure that it's you're kind of looking at it the right way. So that's odd that things are falling out of it. I think it's just because it's going so fast. If you recall, there's no actual storage link to this thing. It's all this. So this is the problem right here. It can't hold, it can only hold a stack of uranite. So maybe I will upgrade that. That way I can give it a little bit more of a boost. This should be okay once it can catch up. Oh. Definitely have some growing pains here. It's weird. It should be pulling faster than this. Let's have a look here. Maybe that's it. Okay, I think that was the problem here. And you can actually see, so the storage lectern is actually pulling out of the spruce barrel, and so you can see this is the problem that it was having up top there. It's only pulling the first thing that ever appears, and it can only catch up to the later things in the chest once things stop appearing there because of, and that's what was happening up top. It was just constantly getting flooded with, because those insulators were so fast, they could never catch up. And so it can deal with what's coming in. It just it needs to clear out this backlog is what needs to happen. Hopefully. The problem is this sulfur dust, man. So if I put a stack of sulfur dust, I get, if I put 3 stacks of sulfur dust, I get 8 stacks, or 3 stacks of the essence, I get 8 stacks of the dust. That's the problem. It's huge in comparison. But hopefully that will work a little bit better. Okay. So what else I wanted to do was I wanted to get the simulation chambers going. So what I'm going to do, and see that these are now all running. Perfect. So I want to use some laser nodes. And I've already got it set up over here, but I'm going to show you kind of how I did it. So right here I have the prediction matrices coming in. And then the way that I'm going to have this running is I'm going to have these two are going to be kind of always on. And then this is going to be an on-demand simulation chamber. And then this is going to be the loop fabricator. So over here I have iron and redstone always being produced nonstop. And then over here I have an evoker, and this will create emeralds on demand. I do have I is it? It's the star is the problem. This one needs blocks of redstone 5 times, gold 5 times, and iron 5 times. I also need dirt, sand, gravel, cobblestone, and obsidian, and oak. But these 3 things, the redstone, iron, and gold, those are the kind of the big things that are more difficult to produce. And so that's why I have the iron golem and the witch making iron golem making iron, witch making redstone, and then I will have a piglin making gold. All right. So the way that I'm going to do this is I'm going to pull energy, and I'm going to make sure all of these have energy. All right. And then I'm going to extract. And this is going to be on the black, and this is going to be this is going to be the data model. What's it called? Prediction matrix. All right. Okay, so then now that will supply all these with, clear out all this junk here. So that will supply these two with a never-ending supply of the prediction matrices, and it'll also give all 4 of these things power. Now, right now I do have the ender gates. I'm going to remove those as shortly here once everything's up and ready to go. Then what I need to do is I need to remove from these 3 things, I need to remove these ender predictions. And then they are going to go back in here. Right. So this is going to insert, and I'm only going to take the predictions. And just in case I ever switch things around, I will just put only the predictions in there. Here I will have to remove on extract on, I think it was orange. Orange? Yes. Extract on orange. Extract on the orange. And what this is also going to do is this is going to extract everything, not just the ender predictions. So what I want to do is I want to insert on that same channel not anything that's not an ender prediction or a generalized prediction. So that should mean that this creates an ender prediction, or this one I think does the nether prediction. If it creates a nether prediction and a specific zombie piglin prediction, it should split up on a single channel over to these 2 different devices. And then the last thing that'll happen is I want to pull out any output and insert into here. All right, and let's see. Oh, let's see if this works. Oh, we saw those shulker shells going in there. All right, looks like it started with the predictions. It must be crafting some prediction matrices over there. Or something's hung up. Let's go see what the problem is. And we'll sleep as well. Oh, I need clay. A lot of clay, because I need to craft. Okay. Okay, so short term, I'll just stick that in there. But how was I doing this? How can I produce clay? Well, I might just have to do what I did over here for glass. I just set up a quick energy collector, tossed a piece of glass in there, and then just made an essentially infinite amount, and I put a storage bus on it, and that storage bus is set to extract only, so it can never try to put stuff back in there, and it'll just make infinite glass. And obviously it's not even doing anything now, it's full. So um, maybe I'll just do that. But short term, I just made that clay and stuck it in here, and so now it's running. And of course, this is the one that it will actually have a pattern provider down here. So it will be a on-demand situation. I'm probably going to have the evoker running all the time and not the shulker. Doesn't seem to make sense to have shulker running all the time. The evoker makes emeralds for me, and I actually use emeralds to produce diamonds. So I actually have a use for like a large number of emeralds, and of course they are, I can stack them easily, and whereas shulker shell is just, you don't have like a compressible version, and so it's just not as useful to have a ton of shulker shells laying around. But I'll throw some in here. That way I can kind of level this one up a little bit. Same with the shulkers. Oops. All right. And then a single loot fabricator Assuming there's no other kind of speeding things up, a single loop fabricator can handle 4 simulation chambers. So I could actually even add one more simulation chamber, which I might do. I haven't decided yet before kind of overwhelming them. So make sure. Yep. So all 3 of these things are set for their. I'm just going to make sure the shulker one is set for loot thresholds. And that's actually one of the reasons why I really like this setup is because I can just plug and play the predictions. The only thing I got to worry about is my here we go. I just have to worry about is my loot fabricator set up for the different predictions because each one has its own memory. And I do have these phytogenetic insulators just ready to go for anything, and same with this one, if that is something that I wanted to do. Okay, so this one is going to be earmarked for, I think, the draconium or maybe uranium. I'm not sure. All of these materials are kind of earmarked for a specific thing. Obviously, Fluix and Certus are things I'm going to need for AE2. Redstone, I'm going to need a bunch of for that pulsating black hole. Apatite and the saltpeter are going to be used to make the phyto grow. And then this is fluorite, and this is sulfur. That's going to be used for fissile fuel. This is just regular quartz. I may get rid of this at some point. I just don't know how much quartz I'm actually going to need. It is one of those things that you kind of, when you need a lot of it. So we'll see. And then I do have some more things over here, like the fire seeds and experience seeds. These are, I'm just going to leave them here. I don't really need these things. So I'll just kind of leave them alone there. And when they'll continue to kind of trickle in. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to just take a quick pit stop here and look at the quests. Eventually I'm going to do the star, but everything hasn't kind of opened up yet because I need to complete chapter 2. So let's get started on let's continue on chapter 2. I think we just need to get over here. There's a bunch of things kind of on the way here. Let's see, moss block. Nice. Okay, perfect. That was easy. Great. I can make more grass seeds if I want. Flux dust. Flux dust is going to be either on bedrock, flux block, or compressed obsidian with obsidian on top. And flux dust is easy to make. You just kind of toss it in there. Just make sure there's no kind of magnet or anything. You normally do this under, left click. Nice and easy. I'm not going to be using flux dust a lot. But we'll just put it in there. What else is here? Oh, I got a plug and a point. A marine fisher. Which means simple machine frame, which means latex. Okay. I don't think I'm ready to make a dissolution chamber and latex yet. Um, you know what? Sure. Let's. Why not? Okay. So. Okay. So latex is going to be produced with a fluid extractor. Okay. And then I will need some pipes, some fluid pipes. And it's some kind of tank as well. Let's have a jumbo. Yeah. All right, we'll just have the one. And then, oh, and I need a cache. Perfect. And it's actually my first time using a sink. Okay, and back, we're gonna pull. We're gonna push to the left. Or it's not left, that is right. And I would like this to actually kind of split things 50-50. Yes, okay, so it's I don't know, that's actually going 50-50. No, it actually is not going 50-50. It's, for whatever reason, it's prioritizing the top. Interesting. Maybe because this is also pulling. Okay. So dry rubber, it can be smelted into plastic. Actually, you know, let me... Where do I start? Oh, I need to hold the pity machine frame. I need a bucket. And I'm going to need 2 plastics and a diamond gear. Okay. All right. Now, I guess the real question is this useful for anything besides... I mean, you really don't want everything be mystical agriculture. Hmm. Okay. I will just set up a... Right, and now I should be able to make a dissolution chamber. Oh, that's weird. Okay, and then the simple machine frame. So I'm going to need, I'll do 4 of them. So I'm going to need 4 gears, 4 iron, 4 machine frames. Machine frames. Oh, and then plastic. And what was the... No, iron. Okay, and this is not a shaped recipe, so it doesn't matter what slots you put them in. And I'm just going to do 4 because that way I don't have to worry about the latex stuff being in the right spots. Or sorry, not spots. I don't have to worry about like leftover latex or anything. Because if it's less than, a full bucket, I can't pull it out with a bucket. So I figure I might as well just do 4. Okay. That means I can do the marine fisher. I probably won't actually do anything with the marine fisher. We'll see. Okay, moving on though. Oh shoot! Shouldn't have grabbed that. See, it has XP levels, which means I should have all of my levels here before I um, cash that in, because a level at 132 is worth many more than a level at 1. 20 levels, nice. All right, advanced machine frame. Okay, laser drill or laser base. Okay, I can do this because of that free advanced machine frame. I do need to make sure I get iron out of here. I actually created where is it? A sawmill to help me make sticks. Oh, I probably. Yep, there we go. Didn't do the. Okay, so now. Or laser base. Boom. And the laser drill. And ta-da! Ah, arcane sands. Nice. Okay, and now this is the star. So this is going to be the kind of the roadmap for the rest of the playthrough, honestly. I'll kind of just start plugging away at all these things. There are definitely a couple things that are going to take longer, such as the pulsating black hole, but I do have that kind of going. Things like the antimatter, that will take a long time. But those are the two kind of the big things. I'll have to look through here and see kind of what I need to do to get these get going. But I mean, it looks like I've started all the mods that I need to start except for Ender IO, Blood Magic, Advanced Generators, which I'm not sure I really need. These are just crafting recipes, so I don't even really need um, Advanced Generators. And then bees. Bees is I'm very familiar with bees. All right, well, the episode is getting pretty long now, so I'm gonna call it here for today. I'll be back with some uh, Draconic Evolution next time. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any tips or tricks down below. Thank you. Take care.